Welcome back, everybody. If I'm looking particularly relaxed, there is a good reason for that. I'm in a very, very relaxed place at an inn located in the Ardennes Forest region of France, sitting astride a very beautiful creek with a waterfall, a beautiful building behind me, as you can see. It is called the Auberge de la Scierie, which literally means in French the inn at the sawmill in France's Ardennes Forest region. And this inn is in some ways very special, but in other ways very typical of what you find in France. Just outside a small town in central France, on a street you'd miss if you didn't know it was there, lies this gem, the Auberge de la Scierie, the Inn of the Sawmill. The main building, clothed in vines at this time of year, sits on 5 idyllic acres with lush greenery, trees of all varieties, bushes, flowers, everything to please the eye and soothe the spirit, including a babbling brook running through it, the flowing water that once ran the machinery of the sawmill, but now just adding to the ambiance of beauty and tranquility. Inside the auberge, another feast for the eyes, the main dining room, with its enormous fireplace, laid out in an elegance that seems to define this culture, the kind of elegance found only in the poshest restaurants in America, but routinely in France. French culture also treasures the old. Buildings that might be torn down in America are restored here and put to another use. Now, this building that here where these rooms are, this was not built to be a hotel, was it?
No, no.
What was this originally?
Originally, this is for the horses.
Like a stable?
Stable, yeah. Especially downstairs.
And then what about up here? What was this supposed to be?
Added up after transforming the hotel, this added up, yeah.
So this was the attic, and then they put some dormers in?
Yeah, this was added, yeah.
And made into rooms?
Yeah, make it a room. Yeah.
How long ago? Any idea?
This is transformed in the 70s.
1970s?
After the 75, 76.
And then how old is the rest of the building? Any idea?
It's the 17th century.
17th century. Okay, now this is actually the old sawmill.
Yeah, this is actually old sawmill.
But you did some work in here. Now, how about in this room? Let's go in here. Let's go walk this way. What is this big wheel sticking out of the ceiling up here?
That is the connection with another wheel outside.
So that's the wheel that the water would turn?
The wheel from outside is another wheel connection with this one, and a connection with another pipe to go to the machine.
And then what about what's up above here then? What's up above this wall?
This time being is nothing. It's empty.
But part of this wheel is up there.
Part of the wheel, half the wheel is upstairs here.
And does that wheel still turn?
Yes, it will turn, yeah. You can't work in the machine, but you have the installation of the wheel outside.
And what do you use this room for?
For the function.
Like a wedding reception?
Wedding reception, a small party.
And looking at those pictures, you might, well, it must be a pretty expensive place to stay, as it no doubt would be in the United States. You'd be wrong, though, when you talk about this place. You can get a room here for 55 euros a night, about 70 bucks a night under current exchange rates, and in that lavish dining room, that formal dining room we just showed you, the fixed price menu for a 3-course dinner, 29 euros, or about 35 bucks. Can't beat the price. A little more expensive to get here, but once you get here, you really can't beat the prices that you find.